enable. India grapples with a looming healthcare challenge. A paltry doctor-patient ratio of 1:1,000 leaves the country at the brink. A large section of the population remains underserved, owing in large measure to poor infrastructure and distance to quality care. Technology is now bridging the gap, bringing doctors and patients closer, virtually. The advent of ICT has propelled telemedicine in diagnostics, but India is now taking the leap from diagnostics to invasive procedures using TELE-ROBOTICS.
I think robotic surgery has the ability to come to countries like India, where you have large populations spread across large geographic areas, and yet you have certain concentrated cities where you have large groups of physicians. So the expertise tends to be centralized. Yet you have large areas where there are doctors, but they're not necessarily specialists in one area. And through the use of robotic surgery, you have the capacity to bring the specialist to the patient.
Telemedicine has been a fancy of physicians and patients alike forever. We've always imagined that experts can take care of patients in remote locations without the patient traveling or the expert traveling. And with the advent of the internet and the information technology revolution, it has become feasible now.
Imagine a situation where between 50 or 100 small villages there is a town place and there is a cath lab, maybe a government run or a private cath lab or public-private partnership with young team over there, and they are coming with patients are coming with some very difficult problems. A senior guy like me or anybody else can fix those blocks sitting 100 or 1,000 kilometers away from the patient.
Ahmedabad-based Apex Heart Institute has been a front-runner in installing a robotic arm to perform precision critical surgeries. At its helm, Padma Shri Dr. Tejas Patel is embarking upon a new mission today, a first in-human tele-robotic surgery.
We have gone through a very, very rigorous process of doing all preliminary studies, including simulation testing, animal studies at Mayo Clinic. I was one of the primary investigators in the world's best institution for medical sciences, that is Mayo Clinic, Rochester. We have done everything, and we make sure that the patient safety is, we are able to maintain patient safety 100%.
This robotic arm is called CorPath GRX, a technology of US-based Corindus Vascular Robotics. While the arm has been used in multiple procedures by Dr. Tejas and his team, it has never been used from a remote location. Today is the trial by fire. If Dr. Patel is successful, this could have worldwide ramifications as a breakthrough in tele-robotics.
This is actually first in human distant stenting using tele-robotics. So it is a remote tele-robotic stenting. It means that the patient is in the cath lab and patient is attached with the robo arm, and a cardiologist with the team is there, just to be with the patient.
In the operation theatre is a real person with a real problem. She is 52 and a school teacher in Kalol. She suffered a heart attack a week before, 2 blocked arteries. Dr. Patel has performed a conventional angioplasty or placing a stent to open one artery. The second one requires a more precise intervention.
एक वीक से मैं तो थोड़ा चेस्ट में थोड़ा पेन था, तो फिर ये तेजस भाई को बताया मैंने, तो तेजस भाई ने बताया 2 ब्लॉकेज है आपको, एक तो मैं कर देता हूँ, दूसरा अभी मैं देखती हूँ, और मैं पैसे भी इतना हम मीडियम है, तो फिर तेजस भाई ने बोला एक आपका हम फ्री करेंगे और रोबोटिक है, कैसा रहेगा? तो मैंने नहीं सर आप जो भी करोगे मुझे ट्रस्ट है आपके पर।
I took time to explain them, to counsel them, and they have full faith on me, my expertise and my integrity. So they trusted me.
The family is tensed, nervous, emotional, but also confident of Dr. Patel pulling it off.
I am going to sit 32 kilometers away from this place, place known as Akshardham, which is one of the iconic institution in the country, and from there, using internet bandwidth of 100 mbps, which has been given to us very generously by Jio, we are going to give command to Robo to fix the blocks of the coronary arteries in the patient.
रोबोटिक सर्जरी ये सर ने पहले भी कर चुके हैं, लेकिन ये डिस्टेंस रोबोटिक सर्जरी थी, तो उसके लिए हम थोड़ा रुक रहे थे कि यार नेटवर्क का इश्यू वगैरह वगैरह, कोई इश्यू आएगा, कुछ होगा क्या नहीं होगा वगैरह वगैरह सोच रहे थे।
वहाँ पे जब वो अकेली होगी, रोबोट होगा सिर्फ वो रूम में, बाहर से भले ही डॉक्टर्स देख रहे हो बट पेशेंट का फीलिंग डिफरेंट होता है, तो वो इस चीज़ को हैंडल कर पाएगी या नहीं, वो हमारे लिए मेन था। एंड एक्सपेरिमेंट वो सफल भी जा सकता है, वो फेल भी हो सकता है, सो इट वॉज एन रिस्की। बट डॉक्टर तेजस पटेल ने पहले भी सर्जरी की हुई है, तो नहीं, अगर ही इज़ डूइंग सर्जरी देन इट विल बी गोइंग टू अ सुपर सक्सेसफुल।
We have explained them about this new technology, and willingly they have accepted to be the part of this.
For Dr. Patel, it is a mission never undertaken before. Variables like internet speed are critical in the success of this surgery. But it's an idea whose time has come. Dr. Patel wants to create history by performing the first inhuman TELE-ROBOTIC coronary intervention. No one in the world has done this procedure remotely. If successful, it's going to make India proud and set an example for the world to follow.
In India, this is for the first time we are going to bring pride to this country and the citizens of this country to have this record of first in human procedure done in this country. Every single innovation or new research which has taken place in the world, has been done in the Western world or some or other country, right from 1895 to 1929, first angiography, Germany, first angioplasty, first coronary angiography, USA, first angioplasty, Switzerland, first bypass surgery, USA. So this is for the first time we will make sure that India's name is written in the history of medical field for any first-in-man groundbreaking research.
The stage is set. The operation theatre is being prepared. The final checks before the surgery begins are underway, and this is where it will happen.
ये एक्चुअली रोबो आर्म है जो कोरपाथ अमेरिकन कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट है. इट इज़ अमेरिकन FDA अप्रूव्ड प्रोडक्ट. ये रोबो आर्म यहाँ मरीज को हम प्लेस करते हैं और उसके हाथ से या पग से, नॉर्मली वी वर्क थ्रू द रिस्ट, तो हाथ से जो शीथ डाल के ये रोबो आर्म का जो कैसेट है उसके अंदर जो इन्वेंट्री है, गाइड वायर, गाइड कैथेटर, बलून स्टैंड, ये रोबो के आर्म के अंदर डाल के उसको यहाँ कनेक्ट कर देते हैं. ये कनेक्ट करने के बाद इन नॉर्मल सिचुएशन आई कम टू द कंसोल, माय पार्टनर संजय रिमेन्स देयर एट द पेशेंट साइड. आई कम टू द कंसोल, sit here and work using these knobs. Okay, now in this remote robotic stenting, ये जो remote robotic tele stenting कर रहे हैं उसमें यही कंसोल हमने 32 किलोमीटर अवे अक्षरधाम टेम्पल में उसके जो मेन रूम है उसमें हमने सेट किया हुआ है. तो वहाँ से मैं रोबो को कमांड दूंगा guide wire, balloon, guide catheter, every single maneuvering, it will be done by me or from there. Dr. Sanjay with my team will be standing right by the side of the patient just to ensure safety. Supposing connection में कोई गड़बड़ी आई या कुछ भी हुआ तो it can be converted into manual.
Dr. Tejas Patel of Apex Heart Institute in Ahmedabad is all geared up to perform the world's first in-human TELE-ROBOTIC coronary intervention. He will be doing this from a remote location, the auspicious Swami Narayanan Akshardham Temple, 32 kilometers away, using the CorPath robotic arm. If successful, he will create history today.
And I think I am experienced enough and quite well poised to take up this technology, develop it and put it in a proper perspective for the usage and benefit of the people at large. Because I have one wish in my mind that if I leave this field, I want to leave my footprints. People should remember me, my partner Dr. Sanjay, for doing something good for my field and for humanity. And that is the reason why we took up this challenge.
Being a doctor is no easy profession, and to perform a complex surgery, that too remotely, and in the presence of Gujarat's Chief Minister, Vijay Rupani, the saints of Akshardham Temple, and dozens of journalists from across the country. The pressure on Dr. Patel is surely mounting. The patient's life is in his hands, rather his fingers today. It's time to take a seat in his cockpit and get the job done.
Everything loaded, enable off. So I'm going in with the wire, fluoroscopy please. You can see I am now directing the wire. It has a tendency to go in some other branch. I am just pulling it back. Okay. So now I will be, using the other knob and going in with the balloon. My colleague Dr. Sanjay Shah was there with my team, and I also kept my surgical colleague Dr. Mehul Shah as a standby with the surgical theatre open, because this was a first-in-man intervention, very new to the world. We have tried everything to make the procedure safe. I am out, inject, and we are done.
In less than 10 minutes, the doctor's job ends and the patient's life begins afresh.
Thank you very much. It went on very smoothly, and I think the media friends and journalists have watched it live. It took us maybe 5 or 7 minutes to finish skin to skin. Everything went on well, and I am completely relieved, and I am overwhelmed. I am speechless. I have no words to describe this. Patient is perfect. There is no problem. Patient's heartbeats are fine. The blood pressure is fine. Hale and hearty. Talking with the relations, talking with the doctors, and patient has behaved like any other regular angioplasty stenting patient.
Celebrations ensue as the world's first inhuman TELE-ROBOTIC coronary intervention becomes a reality. It's a new milestone for medical research and a moment of glory for India.
Samagra Gujarat Mate.
It is a jubilant day for Gujarat. We are proud of this day, and we will remember it in the coming time. We are proud of Dr. Tejas Bhai Patel, who has successfully conducted the robotic heart surgery on a patient located 32 kilometers away. Dr. Tejas was successful in the operation with the help of internet technology.
ઇન્ટરનેટની મદદ અને મોબાઈલ એક્ટિવિટી, કોમ્પ્યુટરની પદ્ધતિઓ, ટ્રાન્સફોર્મેશન અને ટેકનોલોજીના ઉપયોગથી એમને દૂરથી ઓપરેશન કરી સફળતાપૂર્વક ઓપરેશન પાર પાડ્યું.
So now that we have demonstrated that this could be done and done very effectively and safely with almost the same success as an in-person procedure, traditional procedure, this will explode, and it's only a matter of cost and availability of bandwidth and those logistical issues, but the big barrier has been broken. I think we have reached a different stage where of delivering medical care.
Dr. Patel had complete control of all the devices that went into the heart and was able to open up the clogged artery in the heart, provide and restored blood flow for the patient.
There was a tremendous pressure of performance on me. And when you do something first in human and that too in the heart, which is such a delicate organ, and that too in the main artery, if something goes wrong, the things can, really go nasty. So I had pressure, but once I sat on the chair, I felt as if, I'm sitting in the lap of God, and I was relieved.
The success of this surgery demonstrates that TELE-ROBOTICS could well be deployed in areas beyond cardiac care to other fields of medical treatment as well.
I think it provides great opportunity for patients to receive care, judgment, decision-making from the best physicians in all of India. So it allows the physicians to be able to be transported or go to the patient instead of the patient having to go to the specialist.
Now, by having robotic surgery, you can bring the doctor to the patient basically instantly, rather than having to transport the patient, perhaps, hours away to a hospital where there is a specialist that can treat that patient for a stroke.
So the impact on India is significant. As the aging population continues to grow and grow, you have a tsunami of patients that we're going to continue to need critical care on cardiovascular as well as for their brain. And we have a limited number of specialists across the country of India that could treat the growing need and demand for those patients.
And for the patient and her family, it's an all-new beginning.
डॉक्टर ने मेरी मम्मी को नया जीवन दिया. उनको जो अभी लाइफ मिलेगी वो लाइफ के लिए मैं उनको थैंक यू बोलना चाहूँगी.
My country, India, for the first time, the name of India will be written in the history with, for this, and it will be remembered for first in human tele-robotic intervention. Being a citizen of India, and being a patriotic Indian, I feel so proud for my country, and I am humbled to say that I could do something to keep the pride of my country up.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.